Hi everybody, it's David Fleming here from the Toronto Realty blog, and welcome to this week's Pick 5. Now folks, the market continues to push forward. I know it's crazy to think, and a lot of people are waiting. They're thinking, oh, it's going to be 2017 all over again and things are going to drop. I mean, I don't think they're going to continue exactly the way they are, but they're certainly not going to drop. So with that said, I was thinking about this on the way over here just now. If you're a buyer and you are not utilizing bully offers as a technique, what are you thinking? I made 3 bully offers last week, okay? The first one, detached house on the west side, we were successful. We got it for, I think, $150,000 less than it would have sold for on offer night. So what does that mean? Well, it means that there is a decision to be made on behalf of the seller. How can I turn this down, says the seller, when I'm looking at this and thinking, you know what? This could sell for more on offer night, and my clients can't afford that. So there's a success. We made another offer on the east side, and the listing agent said, we will work with it, which means we'll move the offer date. And they did. They emailed all the agents that showed it, and they said, we're going to be working with this offer. And then someone blew us away by $155,000. The point is, it almost worked. And if that person didn't come in, we were looking good. Now, the third one was interesting. We made an offer for $1.1 million as a bully, and the seller said, we're going to wait until offer night. So we went back on offer night, and this is after me calling the listing agent every day and buttering him up, just how's your day going kind of thing. And guess what? On offer night, we were right there. We did come up a little bit. But the point is we gained that information. When we submitted at 1.1, the seller said, no, I'm going to wait. Well, that tells you that they're looking for more. They're expecting more based on the activity, based on the market. So 3 different bully offers. 2 were successful, one in a roundabout way. And, you know, the one that we lost, so be it. We almost had it. Anyways, guys, if you were a buyer in this market, you absolutely positively have to understand the bully offer. Now, what else is happening? What's going on? Let's talk about me, right? Can we talk about me for a minute? What's happening in my life? Well, really important date coming up on March 26th. That's the day I'm going to plan my family's future. Yeah, that's what I told my wife this morning when I told her, let's go to the screen here, that my dad and I have a huge hockey card auction coming up. Yeah, March 26th. Okay, see this right there? 1933 Canadian gum, Bun Cook. See that? Near mint 8. That's one of one. It's the only 8 on the planet. There are no 9s. There are no 10s. Where was this card? Was this in a barn in Saskatoon? And literally someone was cleaning out great-great-granddaddy's stuff and they found this cigarette box. No, they couldn't have, right? It couldn't have been a cigarette box because the moisture, the humidity would have got to it. So did great-great-granddaddy have these in the 1930s equivalent of a Ziploc bag, and then someone found them and sent them to get graded, and it's the greatest Bun Cook on the planet? Who cares who Bun Cook is? I don't even know, and I'm a huge hockey fan. The point is, my dad and I have to have this card. And as I told my wife when I said I can't be home on Friday night at 9 o'clock, the 26th of March, because I need to go to the office to have my 2 screens up and I need complete concentration, my wife said, what are you going to be spending on these cards? And I said, babe, I'm planning our family's future. Look at these. Beautiful. Look how many there are. And my dad and I have to be completely on top of this, which means just me. I can't screw it up. Yeah, no, back to reality. Okay, so this week, guys, I want to talk about Midtown. A friend of mine, okay, his name is, let's just say his name is Oren. Crap, that gave it away. Anyways, so he always says that I live downtown because he lives, you know, in North Bay. Where is he realistically, right? It's a joke. I don't know, Finch and something. So I live downtown and he lives north of Toronto. So I don't live downtown. I live in Midtown. And he says, no, Midtown is where he lives, which is nonsense because that's literally North York. Semantics aside, I was talking to him earlier and I said, look, you got to understand where Midtown is. Midtown to me is Yonge and Eglinton. That is the mid of the town. It is Midtown. So I guess if you were looking at a map, you could make an argument that it's what, York Mills? Depends on how far you want to go. But when do you get up to where the buses are blue? That's where my mind goes. Right, you could call it York Region. But the childish part of me says where the buses are blue. Like, you know, when I take the subway once every 10 years and I say, is that on the green line? And people say, you mean the Bloor Danforth line, David? I say, yeah. So not the yellow one. And they're like, yeah, the Yonge University. Whatever, we all have that inner child inside. So, point is, we're going to look at Midtown today, guys. And there are 5 properties, here they are, that I want to take a look at. And I'm not going to lie to you, they're not all great. But, you know, if we're only looking at great properties and pick 5, what are you learning? So today there's one I'm going to absolutely pan, and I just hope the owners aren't watching pick 5. So, here is our spread here, right? We've got one over here, which is like, yeah, it's east of Mount Pleasant. It's close enough. Hey, hello, Google calls it Midtown. Thanks, Oren. Can we just zoom out for a minute here? Okay? If that's not Midtown, I don't know what is. One more zoom here. Okay, that's North York. That to me looks like literally the midpoint. But Oren lives up here somewhere. And he says that I live in and around here, and he says that I'm downtown. Anyways, Oren's got chickens in his backyard. Okay, true story. You can do that up there, I guess. So, okay, mentioned one over here. Yes, we've got one over here, which is off the part. I love this house. We've got a couple here, and this is wild, guys. There's a house on Craigslist, Craighurst. There's a house here on Lytton for $10 million. So you're over here on Craigslist. I'm so sleep deprived. You're over here on Craighurst for $1,749,000, and there's a $10 million house over here. So I was going to call this entry-level houses in Midtown, but considering one of them is $2 million, at some point people are going to be like, I hate you. Actually, no, not at some point. They do that. Read the comments on Monday's blog. What are you going to do? So yeah, I didn't want to call it entry-level, so we'll just call it Welcome to Midtown. All right, so let's get started here, guys, with 62 Edith. Now, agent for this, love the guy. We like to kibitz now and again. Has a lot of listings in this area. I almost thought we would do, like, I call it the whatever his name is tour today, but we didn't have 5 of them. Anyways, so was talking to him last week. He said they're probably going to list at $1,589,000. They're at $1,499,000. And the point of this is that your listing price is strategic in nature. And I wrote about this on Monday when talking about clients of mine that were thinking, how much under list do we go? There are certain areas where people are going 500,000 under list. And if you look at what's happening in Bloor West, 2 properties last week selling for $470 and $500 under list, right? We're going to follow suit. Now, up in this area here, people are usually listing 200, 300 under list, which I know sounds ridiculous in the context of the history of the city and real estate. But here we've got someone that's going to list at $1,589,000 for what I think is a 1.8 house. And they said, no, let's go down to $1,499,000. From a strategy standpoint, you list lower, you get more buyers in. Now, you guys don't want to hear this. I call them the dummy buyers. The person that looks at this house and they can afford $1.5 million. Now, you have to be barely able to tie your shoes and feed yourself to know that when a property is listed at $1,499,000 with one of the top agents in the city, completely renovated and staged, and it says, offers presented Monday, March 22nd at 4 p.m., that it's probably not going to go for 1.5. But guess what? Oh, 2 people are going to offer 1.5. Yeah, one of the agents going to say, yeah, I know what I'm going to shop, but I'm just throwing it in anyways. You're an idiot. And then the other person, yeah, we're just hoping that we got a chance. We just hope and we pray and we wish and we just think and we feel and we want and we need and we hope and you're a bigger idiot. And I'm sorry, that's so mean. It's so mean. But like, let's say that I needed money and I stood next to an ATM. Hey, come on. Hey, come on. That ATM's not going to hand me money. Okay? It's just not. And I'm sorry to say it's the same thing in real estate when you got a $1.8 million house listed at $1,499,000 and your agent, who's probably some discount agent and probably works for Purple Bricks or whatever nonsense it is, they're spinning pottery and they're stupid, ridiculous ads on TV, or it's your cousin, or it's some stupid new brokerage where they give you money back or whatever. Great, money back on a property you're never going to buy because you have an idiot for a real estate agent. Point is, you need those offers to get people hired. I step on those people, okay? I had someone email earlier today, got a listing at $499. Questions this long, okay? They're not going to buy it. They're just not, because they can't, because they're focused on this. The agent that's going to buy it's going to walk through and go, so what was 600? 600? Guys, you want a 600? Yeah. So credit that agent for being really diligent, but credit that agent for costing their buyer property. I use that person to step on to get a little bit higher. And I probably regret saying all this, except I don't, because most people that watch this are pretty like-minded. And they're dedicating like 30 minutes. What are you doing anyways, honestly? By the way, guys, I know you're watching. Yeah, Thursday night. But point is, you're probably more likely to agree with me than disagree with me. So look, a fool and their money are soon parted, whatever you want to say. I know this rant's going on long, but it bothers me that we're still in this society of when something's listed for 1 cent on eBay, you're frustrated you can't get it for 1 cent. So this was listed at $1,499 because they're trying to capture those people with a 1.5 max. That was long. Let's look at the house. So mutual driveway. You've got a car in here, right? Let's show you this. See this car? See this car? It's a mutual. Parking pad I do not think is legal. I looked it up. But you've got access for a car. If you're living at Young Egg and you want a private driveway, you're going to pay for it, or you're not getting it. You can physically fit a car in there. Do not worry that it is not legal. The city is not going to come after you. The house itself is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Great reno job, great staging all around. Love it. And see this? Oh, covered front porch, room to put our stuff and things. So designer worthy. I had clients that were like 175. I was like, guys, you can't. No, they're not. They're 1.7. Like, you can't look at this house. And I think it'll go for more than 1.8. I think the listing agent was kind of stringing me along. I'm the dummy. You're going to use me to step on, aren't you? Okay. And then you've got off the back this little room. Second coffee of the day. This. I was going to say that or this. So you've got this little room at the back. So it is not the prettiest, and I will admit that. And I can't speak to how well insulated this thing is, right? Is this a 3-season room, a 4-season room? I don't know. But the point is, this is essentially your main floor family room addition if you so choose. It's a kid's playroom, or honestly, if you've got a ton of kids and they all play hockey and football and baseball and soccer and golf and basketball, you're literally going to put all their crap in here. Okay, so upstairs, kids' bedroom, right? We've got carpets. Oh, it's got carpets. Yeah, they have this thing called hardwood you can replace the carpet with. Bathroom's beautiful, bathroom's done. I'd rather have a finished bathroom, completely renovated new, than bedrooms with carpets, because I can replace carpets. See, this carpets. This is what I get. This is the feedback I get from people. It's got carpets. I don't like the carpets. You can take carpet out, okay? So, master bedroom, and you've got room for a king. What you don't have is a master ensuite here. So, basement bathroom, basement. High ceilings, walk out, and you've got a huge rec room down here. So this, in my opinion, is what's going to push this thing even higher. The fact that you have the walkout, to me, it's not, I don't know. I mean, you've got a walkout at grade up top, and it's a deck, and you've got a walkout down here. So for the people that are, I always say, like, do you have a friend that smokes? They might need to go outside. No. In reality, it's just like when your kids are teenagers, they have a way to sneak into the house, right? It's better than them climbing up, and hurting themselves trying to climb in the bedroom window. Okay, so outside is really awesome. Take a look at this. So yes, it backs onto the parking lot. Whatever, you just fill it in with some trees. The trees will bloom in. But you've got a multi-tiered backyard here. Okay, so here, flagstone with the hockey net doesn't work. Those of you that know, you can't rollerblade. You like clip clop, but it's nicer, and asphalt would be ugly. So here's your deck up top with your barbecue. That's off the kitchen. Here's downstairs for your friends that smoke that need to come in and out, or your kids that are breaking in. Like, literally, my kids are 4 and 1. I don't know why I'm thinking about that. Okay, and there, right, you walk down here, you've got a nice little patch of AstroTurf. So I love this. It's a beautiful, beautiful house, and I think this thing's well over 1.8. I really do. Okay, because I spent so long ranting about God knows what, let's move on. Oh, I wanted to say, Edith, sorry, this is in what school district? Edith is in, well, let's look. I think Allenby? Yeah, so Edith is in Allenby, rated an 8.6 out of 10, 131st out of 3,037 schools. So yes, it's a great school. Okay, so 40 Craighurst, next one up here. So it's a semi at 17.49 by 134. They're 1,749,000. Can we just go back a minute here? We were 21 by 128, right? Well, this is what I'm talking about from a listing strategy standpoint. Now, they are also hoarding back offers. What's the difference here? From a location standpoint, right? Is this a little bit better of a spot? Well, as I said, you've got a $10 million house over here. So dare I say, people would probably rather be in this spot here than, where were we? Down on Edith. Now, Edith, as I said, this house backs onto the parking lot. I think that is going to maybe give you a little bit of price relief. But I also think, right, this is up in, where are we here? St. Clements? No, hold on a minute. Is this not a John Ross Robertson? Yeah, John Ross Robertson. Okay, and where's JRR? And of course, again, you can't see it. JRR ranks a 9.2. I don't know if anything's happening here. I'm trying to put up a 9.2. 9.2 out of 10, or 46 out of 3,037 schools. So, do you really care if the school's ranked an 8.6 or 9.2? Well, some people do. So you've got a 9.2 school, right? And down here you had only the 8. And this one backs onto the parking lot, and this one's near a $10 million house. So, yeah, you know what? It's going to cost a little bit more. So on the inside, right, and then you've got a legal front parking pad, which to me makes a little bit of a difference. So on the inside, can you feel the difference in width? Now, these are original floors, right? You don't have the covered front porch. It's not as big, and it's not as wide. It's not as nicely done. And then you've got the original ceiling up here. So it's interesting because these are pricing strategies, right? This is, to me, an inferior house to the other one, but they're priced higher, right? And I'm pretty sure this is the same agent. I was just talking about how great he is, right? And that's her kitchen. So these are original cabinets. They're painted blue. King me, yeah. Rook takes bishop. Seriously with that floor. But look, you know what? They have these people, they're called contractors, and they can do this thing called renovate. So if you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. You're fine there. What you're looking for is the total amount of space. And here, if you're coming in from the garage, that's where you're putting your stuff and things. And then upstairs, more carpet. Oh my God, carpet. And you've got a much bigger master. I don't know what's happening with this TV. This person can just F off, apparently. Okay, closet space, good. Right? Very cool. That's up top, right? So, oh, I didn't mention that, sorry. Right, the half story. So that might be pushing the price point a little bit. So what's up there realistically is just a little playroom, right? Now the bath, so that's one of the other bedrooms. The bath is redone, right? Not everyone likes that color. My dad's just blowing up my phone right now about the cards. What are the cards we would purchase at any cost? Dad, it's 2:30 on a Wednesday and I'm kind of busy at my job. No, I mean, me and my dad, literally, it's just, this is March 26th, okay? We're planning our family's future. Okay, so here you go, basement. Ceiling height's not as high. It looks okay because it's flat and the ducts run this way, but you can see the height of the TV here, right? You're, what, I don't know, maybe six and a bit. So, but, you know, and like, look at the Peloton. You're banging your head on the ceiling. The Pelotons. I'm going to start keeping track of how many people have Pelotons in their listings. Actually, we have one coming up at Wallace. Frank has a Peloton. Okay, so again, unfinished, well, it's never going to be a finished furnace room. But again, you can see the height of these things and what's the ceiling height like. I don't think it's the best height. So if you're like me, you're probably looking and saying, geez, Edith is a better house, right? This is a deeper lot by what, 6 feet? Okay, I think Edith was a better property. But the difference here, as mentioned, you have a legal front pad, okay? You've got the extra half story. You're in a better school district, and maybe it's a difference when it comes to the pricing strategy. Okay, I was wrong. It's not the same agent. All right, so our next one here, guys, is 76 Taunton. Now, this house is interesting. So where is Taunton? I think I showed you. So here you're in Morse Cody School District. So you're very close to Mount Pleasant and Egg, and it's just construction city out there. But you would like to think when the LRT is done that, hey, you know what? We've got some pretty good value here because we're right on Eglinton. Now, this is a great school. Let's just do it to say we did. I don't even know if it's listed. Maurice. Come on, man. Busy guy here. Maurice. No, Maurice Cody is not ranked. Okay, so you have to take my word for it. It's a great school. The house itself, now we're looking at $1,850,000. We're 3-bed plus 1 4-bath. We're wide 25. We're a deep 150. We have a kitchen in the basement. Can I say this on pick 5? I think I can. Knock on wood, I've only had 2 RICO complaints against me in my entire career. This house is a piece of crap, okay? This is such an awful house, and you can't tell it from the tiny little stupid photos they've taken. The first thing I'll say is that I was in this house. The tiles are all broken. All these tiles are broken. My clients and I were looking at this. God, I talked those clients out of buying so many houses. They're the ones that bought with a bully last week for a house I loved. All these tiles are broken. And I looked at them and I thought, this must be a thing, right? Like the hund versus the cleft. No, all these tiles are broken. They're literally broken. I don't know if I could say it any differently. And I also don't know if you can see that all these photos are different size. So you have a piano in the living room. Okay. The house is not wide enough to, I cannot possibly say enough bad things about this house. Okay, the house is not wide enough to accommodate a family room because they put a fake TV here and you have a couch. There's no room to walk through here. So it's a 25. Really, you need a 30 to do what they wanted to do. I feel like this has been added on to so many times. As I mentioned, all these tiles are broken. It's like somebody did them and they were like, let's do something different. And then they hit them all with a hammer. They're like, voila. Either that or they're just like poorly made somewhere. Okay, so see this building in the back? That is the building at the corner of Mount Pleasant and Eglinton, and you can see it from here. So the issue with this house, I never would have let my clients buy it no matter what. And like you're looking at this, you're like, oh, wow, a $2 million house, David? Boo-hoo. I'd love to live there because I currently rent a basement apartment, and I live there with 2 other people and a horse. Like that's where people are literally living right now, and I'm crapping on a $2 million house. But it is a piece of you-know-what. It has an Amana fridge. Amana fridges are in the worst properties in the world. So can we please get to the backyard? Okay, that's a toilet. That's such an awful house. And you're looking at this, you're like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's so pretty. Like, it's like, I'm just like, oh my God. It is such a bad house. I wish I could take you on a video tour of this. These look like photos that are taken from a spy camera. Hi. Oh, and now the basement. Okay, so this is a scene, man. This is where my clients were like, yeah, we're listening to you. So like, I can't convey it, guys. Like, whether it's this floor that like they literally ripped out of a condo from 2000 and then reinstalled in here, or whether it's just like all this stuff is like made of plywood DIY. It just is like, and like you walk down here and like low ceilings and the bed is like in the hallway and this is supposed to be an apartment, right? I cannot say enough bad things about this house. So that's your apartment. I'm so glad it hasn't sold because it just, this chair looked too small. Like that looks like a giant bed. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I cannot even tell you. Right now, this is literally a mud pit, okay? It's like a horse track after 5 days of raining and nonstop training. Raining and racing. Okay, so in the background, you can see the building. At least they're smart. They put that up. Please give me another photo. Okay, so that's the other side. I literally think these photos are doctored, and they're not really showing it. Okay, so they're smart. So they're not showing you the problem. But, ooh, bear with me here. Bear with me. This is either going to be an epic fail or it's going to be great. Okay, let's zoom in here. I wanted to do a satellite. Okay, so this will work even if I can't figure out the satellite. You see this? This is the house. So we're backing onto this brick wall. When we look this way, all we see is this building here. Here's satellite. Hello, Gov. Thank you. Now I don't look quite as dumb. So this is the house here, okay? So when you look outside, all you see is this massive building. This massive building. And look, my first condo stared at a brick wall, but I had a 440 square foot terrace. And I was 25 years old, so I could really care less about the view. All I wanted was that outdoor space so that every night I could cook myself a steak. Because that's what kids do, kids 25, when they don't have either their mommy to tell them or their wife to tell them that it's not good for you to eat a steak every night with no vegetables or fruits or anything, just a steak and a giant glass of milk, which is what I used to do. It's a scene. Anyways, so point being, I had that awesome terrace. I did not care about the view. My next condo, I had a view of the CN Tower and St. James Park. It was amazing. So I get it. It's not all about the view. But this scene here, man, from the backyard of this house with all the broken tiles and that terrible basement and all the DIY stuff, no thank you. So that's Taunton. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Roselawn. By way of introduction, Roselawn. So I went to see Roselawn when it was listed at $1,599,900, and it had what? Offers Tuesday, March 9th at 6 p.m. So I saw this property, $1,599,000, which you know, they bought for $1,590,000. In September of last year. So they bought it for $1,590,000 in September of last year. And now they're back on the market for $1,880,000. This is basically land value. Again, you're like, I literally live in a fish tank. I live in a fish tank that's inside of a dumpster. And that dumpster is behind a KFC. And, oh, KFC. I haven't done that in a long time. So I get it. And now I'm crapping on 98 Roselawn. But this thing literally, to me, is land value. And they could tell they took this photo from a... Oh my God. It has a Sotheby's sign in front. Can you just please bear with me here? Okay? Oh my God. So this photo here is from when it was listed the first time. They didn't take another picture with their sign on it. These guys work for PSR, and their first photo in their listing is of the house with the Sotheby's sign. So this was a duplex for many, many years. And I walked through this with clients, and we determined that there was just no way to renovate this and back to single family and have it make money. So they're at $1,880,000. It sold for $1,590,000 last year. So let's say, for argument's sake, it's worth $1,700,000 and change. First of all, thanks for wasting my time at $1,880,000. These guys got 7 offers when they're listed at $1,599,000. 7 offers. And I told my clients, that house will come back at a higher price. It'll come out at $1,900,000. And it came back at $1,880,000 because people like to think their house is worth more than it is. So it's essentially a crappy duplex. And you know what? You could buy this thing and you could rent out these units. It's my dad again, asking what our total budget is. I don't know, Dad. That's like asking somebody what they think a house is going to go for in this market. So this thing needs to be ripped apart to go back to single family. But to do that, I think you have to get it for $1.6 million, which is what the guy paid last September, and he's not going to sell it now. But he is, however, trying to flip it for $300,000 more. So you could, if you wanted to, put 2 tenants in here and rent it out until it appreciates. But guess what? That's pretty much what these guys did. This is the listing history, okay? Someone paid someone paid $670 for it, and this was in 2005. They've rented this thing out. Look, $1,695, $1,995, $1,695. So they've been renting this thing out for how long, right? It says second floor. Then the main, they rented out in 2019 for $2,695, sold in 2020 for $1,590,000. So you could continue to rent these units out. And you could wait until, what, prices appreciate, and then you can do a number on this thing. But to me, it just doesn't make sense, right? And there's no photos here of, there's no photos of the side of the house. Right, that's the Sotheby sign. Right, but down this driveway, you get to the back. This is a mutual. There's nowhere to park at the back. It's a scene, man. So again, I know this is depressing. You're looking at Young Egg and you're saying, and it's not really a 4-bedroom house because you have 2 bedrooms on the ground and you have 2 bedrooms upstairs. This is a duplex, right? It says here, look, check out the largest house on the block. Is this one here not bigger on this wider lot with this extra half story? What do I know? I'm just a real estate agent. Anyways, I don't care for that listing. Okay, so I told you there's going to be a couple dogs, right? But we want to play with some dogs today. So the last one is 68 Castlefield. This thing is gorge. Absolutely beautiful. This is the other one listed by David. And so this, not me, another David. There's more than one in real estate. So this one's in Castlefield. This one is up a little bit further from Craig's list, Hurst, whatever. Craighurst was here. Castlefield's here. And again, if you care what your neighbor's house is worth, there's a $10 million house here in Lytton. Craighurst $1,749,000. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. This thing is an amazing location. And again, Castlefield. Can we just do this? I think this is in JRR. Castlefield. Phonetically. Yeah, okay, it's in Allenby. I was wrong. It's not JRR. So Allenby, again, great school. Ranked a little bit lower than JRR. Who cares? This thing's beautiful. Okay, so this thing is a detached, right? The other ones we're looking at are not the one on Craighurst and the one on Edith were both semis. This is a detached. It's a 25 by 134, legal front pad parking, 3-bed plus 1, 3-bath, and main floor family room. Main floor family room. This thing's amazing. I wonder what the upside on this house is. I love the exterior. I love that it's an Edwardian. Can you park 2 cars there? Did they say you could park 2? No, they said 1. Good for them. Can I just say how great these agents are? Any other agent in the city of Toronto would have said that this is 2-car parking. But it's not. It's legal 1 car. If you want to park 2 cars, go for it. But why would you represent and warrant? Hold that thought. This is another tangent, guys, but this is what bothers me, okay? See this house here? It says private drive. And then down here, it says front parking pad. Oh my God, they did it. They did it. They changed it from legal front parking pad to front parking pad. And it's because of me. It's because of me. Look, see this right here? Legal front parking pad. So I emailed them. And I said, your parking pad doesn't show up on the registry. You have legal front parking pad. It's also not a private, it's a mutual. And they changed it. So I'm still bothered by that because of this. You ready? Address history. Okay? When this person bought the house from the same damn agent that's selling it right now, you ready? Mutual. Does this look like a frickin' private driveway to you? That's a mutual. And those are pieces of rock. Okay? That's stone. That's a mutual drive and an illegal parking pad if you park on your goddamn lawn. This here is a mutual. And now the same agent that sold to them is calling it a private driveway. And I emailed them and I said, can you please shed some light on this? This is not a private driveway, it's a mutual. And it's not a front parking pad because it doesn't show up in the registry and they don't care. They never wrote me back. So what was I saying? Yeah, here's one of the best real estate agents in the city of Toronto calling this what it is. It's a 1-pad parking. You can park 2 cars there, but don't put it on the listing. Okay. You're welcome, because you're probably watching this. I need more coffee. So I love this house. It's absolutely beautiful, right? And so this kitchen, I mean, you don't have room for that kitchen in your typical semi, right? Your semis are 20 feet. You don't have room for this kitchen in even those 20s. I got a listing on Runnymede right now. It's a 23 detached. Same thing, right? You got to open this up and you got to have the depth, right? They've got this family room addition. My Runnymede kitchen's the other way. So it goes living, dining, and then there's a jog and kitchen. Here you have the 25 feet, so you can have this beautiful, huge kitchen with storage on both sides, and then your dining. Awesome. I love the layout. I love this house. I don't have anybody for this house. This house is amazing. I did have someone, they wouldn't buy this. They're ridiculous. They want like a $3 million house for 2.5. They're never going to find it. They went and made an offer for $300,000 below list with a different agent on a house that I told them would sell $300,000 above list, and it sold $300,000 above list. They didn't like what I told them, so they went and found an agent that would waste their time, and that's what they did. And then I wrote them back and I said, I don't understand. You found someone that would tell you what you wanted to hear. So anyways, excuse me, I don't have time for that. Okay, so, boy, am I salty today. Holy moly. It's tough, guys. Honestly, it's tough. And I think one of the points in this, and I'm sorry if I'm rude or the first time watching Pick 5, there's so much stupidity out there. People just dream and they want and they wish and they hope. And I know the market's tough, but like you have the tools to understand this. Like I don't drive a car off a cliff and then I'm like complaining. I'm like, well, I didn't know that, this wasn't, that the car wouldn't, bounce. Like it's just, in real estate, it's different. People have this learned helplessness, or they have this sense of entitlement. And so it just drives me nuts, right? That client literally, hey, what do you think of this? Oh, I think this is going to sell $300,000 over list. You really think so? Yeah. And I know the agent. I went to high school with her. I live 3 blocks away. Yeah. And then I find out after the fact, selling the sale. Hey guys, sold $300,000 over list. So at least I know what I'm talking about. Oh, we actually made an offer for $300,000 under list with a different agent who told us that it was worth a shot. Peace out. Okay, so I'm really not doing a good job of this one. Just kind of ranting. That's cute. That's really cute, the buy me. But I can't say enough good things about this house. It's just awesome. It has a Peloton, of course. Has a very cute, this is adorable. Wish I saw more of my kids. Did I just say that? Right, check this out. This is the addition. They did the addition on the main floor, which had that family room. They dug out, which is really smart. Now you get the higher ceilings down here. So I can't even imagine what this is going to sell for. My God. See, that's the main floor family room addition, and they dug out underneath. That's why you have not only that extra rec room, but it has incredible ceiling height. Amazing. I love this house. What is this going to sell for? Oh my God. It's only a 3-bedroom, right? But it has the main floor family room. It does not have a master ensuite. So mom and dad, you got to share with your kids. I'll be shocked if this thing goes under 2.3. Absolutely shocked. So would you pay 2.3 to have to share a bathroom with your kids? Yeah, for sure. I have legal front pad parking for 1 car, but I'll park 2. I have a 134-foot lot, massive, right? Training my son Duke to be a football player. No head injuries, etc. But it's a great space out there. Okay, it's 2,700 square feet total. That includes the basement. It's got the main floor family room. I love the kitchen. It's totally nicely done. I talked through that one. I didn't do it justice, to be honest, because I was ranting about stupidity in real estate. But it's just gorgeous. I love this house. So, guys, I don't want to say that this is entry level, and that was the point I brought up earlier. It's not entry level because it's a detached. But if you look in and around the Midtown area, Edith is your entry level. It's $1,499,000. Taunton is that really crappy detached that I would never sell for $1,850,000. Up here you've got Craigslist, which is $1,749,000, and it's a better version of Edith apparently. That's a high list. I really think that's high. I think that's worth $1,800,000, $1,850,000, but it'll go for more because everything does. But like, I'd rather have the house on Edith, even though it backs onto that parking lot. It's just more functional. It's nicer. So Roselawn, again, I had to show you a couple of dogs. That thing's land value. I don't understand what they're doing. And then Castlefield's an absolutely beautiful house. So let me do this, guys, just to say that we did. I'm going to take you back to the MLS homepage here, and I'm going to show you on a map search, just because you got to believe me on this. It's absolutely wild when you zoom in, right? And our Craighurst house is here, right? See that, $1,749,000? Let me just arrow over this one here on Lytton, $10 million. Look how far these are from each other. $10 million here, $1,749,000 here. I always talk about the spread in a particular area. I cannot believe that you have such a spread 1 block away. Absolutely wild. So, I mean, there's other stuff, right? Like up here, you're in a Sherwood Park area, right? 3299. You got, I didn't want to go this far over, but like that's a starter house. I was trying to keep it, as you could tell, along Yonge Street for the whole Midtown theme, right? That's our Roselawn there. That's our Castlefield there. So there's a lot for sale, right? These are all these dots, all these red dots. These are houses for sale. So there's options out there, but they're usually on the market 5-6 days till someone takes offers. If it's a builder house like this one up here, right, 10 million, you got this other new build on Craigslist. Let me show you that just to say we did. I feel like I did this in a pick 5 at one point, right? 3-bed, 5-bath, 62 days in the market. I bet this has been listed before too. So this is what you see with builder houses. Builder houses, yeah, look, 3288, 3188, 3188, 3188. This is what they do. And, then you're going to end up looking at a house like our good friend here on Edith. And our friend here on Edith, right, one day on the market, we're taking offers, peace, we're going to sell. So different ways of listing, strategizing, and selling. Anyways, guys, that is it for this week. Thanks for putting up with all those rants. It's tough out there. I was going to say I need a vacation. We all do. But man, it's a grind. I bring my work home with me every single night. Every night, my wife says, can I just get like 25 minutes to watch Yellowstone with you, which is an awesome show, by the way. I love Rips, like the best character. But the phone rings and then you got to do that email. And next thing you go up and you look for your wife and she's been asleep for like 45 minutes with the dog. So not complaining. I love it. I thrive on it. And I would not survive if I wasn't doing this because real estate is a drug. You heard it here first. But sometimes sit down and film a pick 5 and, you're arguing with like 9 different people about 12 different things. You kind of bring that right into the video. But there is no better reality TV than what you just saw. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this one on Midtown Toronto Homes. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye for now.